Marxon for sponsoring today's video. Alright, so we are going to Miami. Again, the Tesla. It's the same driver as last time. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's check out this hotel room in Miami. So we have 2 queen beds. I asked for 1 bed, they didn't have. Okay, oh well, it's really nice and spacious. And we got a TV. And let's see, I really like this area. It's like a kitchen, it's like a full kitchen. It's like an apartment style of a hotel room, which I really like. Really nice. That's what else we got. We got some storage, I'm guessing. Bathtub, which is always beneficial for me. Very like it. Let's see if they have, for the coffee machine, if they added any coffee and stuff. Utensils. Pots. Oh wow, you can actually cook here. Let's see. Oh, they do. Look at that. You guys know me already. It's my favorite. To have some creamer and coffee. So I take this and I make coffee in the morning. Great. What's up, guys? My name is Idan and welcome to How Much YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you my booth and show you around Bitcoin 2023 convention in Miami. This is my booth. I put my QR code right there. That's Starbucks coffee. So people come in and scan the QR code and then they see the product. Go ahead, enjoy. And then they grab a card. This is where they can interact with the Marxon. This is a Bitcoin miner for everybody. If you watch my channel, you know about this. So they can grab one, buy one on a special deal at the convention, and they can play with it and play with the lights and stuff, which is fun. And more candy. There's a video of me actually showing how to use it. Here is a banner I put and the logo. Now let's go look around and see the event. This area called the bazaar. So this one is more of like an art. They're selling all kind of different pieces of stuff. Check it out. Yeah, so basically a lot of art, a lot of fun items and shirts and things here. So this is the museum. There's a Bitcoin museum here. So those pieces are for sale. The art museum is actually pretty large this time. There's some artifacts here as well. Check it out. Look at this huge art piece. Wow, I guess you can buy this. You need a big wall. Here's the QR code to buy it. I guess those are some more electronic art. I'm gonna put up my phone and I'm just curious about the pricing. There's mainly a lot of NFT projects here, but there's some actual stuff you can buy, like pictures. This is an interesting piece. Satoshi, the not real Satoshi Nakamoto right there. I'm gonna go check what is this. Oh, there's an auction link right there. So let's see the auction link. Let's check it out together. $600 is the current bid for this picture. Painted picture. It's gonna end in 5 hours. Yeah, we're on the last day. Today is Saturday, so this is the last day of the convention. So yeah, so this particular piece is $600, but they go from this kind of price to thousands. port. It's kind of cool. It's a little annoying that they charge like 20% extra for just because it's a Bitcoin event. You're paying 20% extra Bitcoin event fee. It's kind of annoying, but the food is pretty good. This is like a vending machine that looks pretty fun. This is the mining village. This whole area starts from right there all the way to right there is dedicated for mining companies, mining equipment. This is the Bitcoin Museum over here. How you doing?
How are you?
Good, good. I can't wait to give you that. Yeah, I can't wait to give you that Marslander.
Yeah, here's the oldest miner in the world right here.
Oh, that's the one?
Yeah.
Whoa. I thought the little USB sticks was the first one.
No, this is the first one. This is the Avalon one. Came out January 2013.
So 3 boards on on a box.
Only 25 GH each. Yeah, gigahash each.
25
so
gigahash.
You need 2,800 of these to equal the S19 from today.
Wow.
Crazy, huh?
But it was still a chip, so probably 128.
110 nanometer.
110 nanometers. So that's now we're talking about 7 and 5.
Yeah, now we're at 5.
That's a big difference. But that's what they had back then, right? That's that's what they had available back then.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Today's video is sponsored by Marxon G1500 battery pack. It features 1,440 watt hours, which means I can run Bitcoin miners on this for hours on a single charge. Or if you go camping, you go with an RV, you can use this to power anything. The output can be up to 1,800 watts on those 110 volt outputs. So you can run, microwave, refrigerator, whatever you want. And they also have a 200 watt solar panel. Let me go outside, show you how it works. This is the Marxon solar panel. Let's set it up. Boom, all done. Now I have up to 200 watts of solar, just like that.
Hey, Tobias, the coin dad is what they call me, and I'm the curator for the world's first Bitcoin mining museum. So this is the beginning of time right here. That's the Avalon 1. Came out in January 2013, 110 nanometer chips on it. A lot of people don't know this, but NG, the founder of Avalon, original founder, and the team that built it, the first chip was actually made by a female. So not a lot of people know that it was a woman that helped bring ASICs into the world to mine Bitcoin. There's a little, I guess, dispute about it, because there's a guy named Fried Cat that was also involved back then. I'm still trying to confirm facts, but I did confirm for sure that this is the first one to market. And she is part of that team that helped make this chip for the first one that came to market. Then we have Butterfly Labs, which was pretty hated back in the day because they were taking pre-orders, taking people's money, and then they get the miners and then they start mining for themselves. And that jalapeno down there at the bottom is the one that's pretty much the most hated miner from that era back then. And Adam Back graced me with his presence here yesterday and signed that jalapeno because that's the first miner that he started mining with. So that's pretty cool. But another cool story is this one. KNC miner out of Sweden. This is called the Jupiter. And there's only 300 of these ever made. Took me a long time to find this too. I also found the founder of this company out of Sweden. I interviewed him over the phone. That's how I confirmed that they only made 300, because I showed him a copy of the control board and he was able to read the numbers and confirm they only made 300 of this. And yesterday, an OG miner from that era seen this and he got teary-eyed and almost started crying, because this is where his life started with Bitcoin, was with this machine. He bought 2 of them. And I think he probably became a whale from that, because I seen him in the whale lounge. So to see somebody get emotional because they see something from back in the day, this is part of the reason why I enjoy building a museum. On top of the fact that there's a lot of new people that come here. So the newbies ask me a lot of newbies questions, and they get to learn the history of mining because it gives legitimacy. You know, you don't touch a Bitcoin, you don't see a Bitcoin, but when you see everything for 10 years in front of your face, it's like, holy smokes, this is for real, and there's 10 years of history here. So when they leave this conference after seeing this, they're more convinced, and they're more, you know, probably wanting to go get involved with it more. 21.co made this. This is actually like a Raspberry Pi computer with a miner in it, because like developers were using it to communicate with each other on the blockchain and stuff. It was purchased by Coinbase, and then they shut it down. I really don't know why, but Balaji, I think is his name. He was the founder of this, and then he joined Coinbase.
Similar to what I'm doing with the Marslander. I'm using Raspberry Pi.
Yeah.
2.0. You know the little, you know what I'm talking about, the little LED one? Have you seen it?
I haven't.
I make my own miner.
Oh, very cool.
So I'm gonna give you guys one.
Oh, okay. This is the U3. It's the original one from Bitmain. This is kind of the aftermarket for overclocking, because this was resisting airflow. This is more open for airflow, so they were able to mine a little bit more with these.
Wasn't this a dual miner at one point?
That's these.
This one.
Yeah.
Oh, grid seed. Okay. So
yeah, the grid seed. You were doing Litecoin and Doge and yeah, Bitcoin.
Doge was not there anyway. I don't think
These probably. That's. I'm not. Okay, you're teaching me something. I don't know everything.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, Doge came a little bit after. First they were mining just Litecoin on this.
This is also a recent story from 2 days ago. This is Gecko Science. I don't have many of them. And
the 2-pack, the new pack, and you sent it to you. I saw you guys meeting up and talking.
Yeah. So I tried to reach out to him for over 6 months and to see him physically here. That was awesome.
I've been selling his products for like 5 years.
Oh wow,
So,
very cool.
I know his product.
But he's actually going to be in Mining Disrupt for a conference, for the mining conference, on a panel, because I'm putting a panel together on stage for the 10-year anniversary with OGs, founders and OG miners from 10 years ago. Yes, he is. This is a special S1. I mean, it's kind of easy to find S1s on the internet, on eBay, but most of them just have the chips. This one has the heat sinks on it because there was an aftermarket package that they were selling where you can individually solder the heat sinks on each chip and put it on there to overclock the S1. So that's why I call this the S1 Plus. And it's hard to find the antenna too. So this is a very unique S1.
It's also in really good condition because usually they're full of dust and
Yes. Well, one thing I do is I have a refurbishment shop in North Carolina, and I literally take stuff apart and detail clean it and put it back together again. So right here is just an example. 1,500 miles away from my house, I finally found the S2 in that crappy condition, and I drove to go pick it up. So I drove 3,000 miles round trip to get this because it's rare. And then for 2 months, I refurbished it back to its original glory. I'm gonna be showing this at Mining Disrupt. It's not here with me now. I heard a lot of stories of college students using this in the dorm because this has the rat wheel. Yeah, especially when your parents are paying for the electricity, right? But this, yeah, and it's quiet. Yeah, and it has the flywheel in here, like the rat wheel that pushes the air out. So this was popular. This is called a space heater for college students in the dorm. Popular. Obviously, the S9 is the.
Again, like such a good condition. Those used to be the roughest condition ever.
Because
of college kids going around.
Not caring. Don't know how to do preventive maintenance.
This one is 4 terahash, or 8 terahash. This is pretty strong for what it is. It was a little bit less than S9, but it was the same chip.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about the big.
Yeah, the bigger stuff. I actually have the 11 too. So the 11, the 15, 17.
17 is
the 9 is down there.
Yeah, tell us about the 17. What station is the 17?
Well, the T17 is the worst. But in general, the whole 17 series, I am really kind of, I have to find out why they did it, but I just found out that the S19 122 terahash J Pro Plus went back to this style of heat sinks instead of the whole heat sink in one piece, like which WhatsMiner has been doing and been doing a great job using. So I don't know how it's going to work with those coming out. I think, if I'm not mistaken, with this was a low heat solder issue, and when you sit them upright, they fall off. They short out the box, so a lot of them will put the miner sideways so they don't fall off, but then they still get loose. But let's see how it works with this new model coming out with the same old design. I think they maybe got a different heat solder that should work better. I hope so. But
this is what started my business. I repurpose 17 chips for USB miner for everybody.
Oh, very cool.
USB miner for people to go in and mine a little solo, try to win a block from their own.
So that means that you used all the broken ones and found the good chips out of them, and
there's so many.
That's a very smart business model.
I have unlimited supply because there's so many of them they made, and all of them are like sold on eBay for like as broken.
Yeah. Now that's a smart business model. And then over here I got all the USBs. Well, not all of them. I'm still collecting them. But one thing that's interesting is that one right there, the ASIC miner, the gray one with the Bitcoin on it, you need 423,000 of those to equal today's S19.
Was it FPGA back then?
No, that's ASIC. Yeah, it's actual ASIC.
Yeah, but it was like.
But there was FPGA too. And I'm not at that. Good morning. I'm not at that level yet. I'm slowly going into the FPGA, the CPU, GPU era. But first I wanted to finish collecting all the ASICs and stuff. This is water cooled. This is kind of like what's in the Monarch from the Butterfly Labs. But HashFast, from what I understand, was one of the scam manufacturers. Black Arrow was another one, along with Butterfly Labs. The legit ones was like KNC Miner, Cointerra.
What does it mean that it's scams? So they like made one prototype and they say, "Oh, we're selling this to you," and they never did? Or?
No, I'm scamming, like taking pre-orders, taking your money, buying these, mining for themselves, and then giving it to you after the Bitcoin hash rate went up, and then it's not valuable for you anymore.
I see. How many manufacturers made miners and never really sold them until they mine on them themselves and then sold them? Is that something that people did, or everybody goes to market right away?
I don't know off the top of my head. No. Now, something cool for your viewers. I just found out some information last night from an OG that blew my mind, and I'm looking forward to getting it. In December 2010, somebody figured out how to mine on a Nokia N900 cell phone with the battery from the cell phone. That's the cell phone. And they mined on a cell phone in 2010 on a Nokia N900. I'm getting this for the museum soon. And they managed to send a transaction of Bitcoin from one cell phone to another through this phone with 47 cents of Bitcoin at the block of 2000, the 2000 block, that early. So that blew my mind to know that's basically the smallest device in history that mined Bitcoin is a cell phone.
Wow.
So, yeah,
That's amazing.
that is insane.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Amazing. And
Appreciate you guys.
Can find you on social media
BitcoinMiningMuseum.com is the website where we have all the miners on there. This is only half the museum here. And BTC Mining Museum on Twitter. And then the Coin Dad on Twitter. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got right now.
Link below if you want to see it.
And you can actually, right there.
Miner. It's the S17 hybrid. I think it reaches over 257 terahash. So that's their most powerful current miner in existence. And it's liquid cooling. So you are basically have an intake and outtake. I never did anything with immersion cooling or liquid cooling before, but as you can see, there are probably 2 or 3 boards. I really don't know. Could be 3 boards. And then you have an intake for the liquid to come in, and you have the intake for the liquid to come out. This is the power cord. This is how you get 5,000 watts. So this takes 5,000 watts. So this is a special plug I've never seen before, but I'm guessing it supports 5,000 watts. So it has a different type of power integration. So you can't just run this in your house. You can't even run it on a 220 volt setup like I have either. So this is a Back to the Future Bitcoin car. Is this the real Back to the Future car from the movie? I don't know, but it looks pretty cool. They are adding smoke, so look at that panel. It's a whole single piece panel right there. Look at this. That's a very large single panel piece right there. Are you gonna make some smoke coming out of the back or something?
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's, they built a tent. Probably some investment company. Yeah, exactly what I thought. It's an investment company that works with all those companies. Okay. They have a soccer game. Fun, interactive. Oh, no, this is really nice. Orange Bitcoin all around. There's some lounges here to sit. How you doing, sir? Good. So you can buy cocktails here and drinks if you like. Do you guys accept Bitcoin? Huh, that's interesting. All right. Okay. All right, so they don't accept Bitcoin. Why not? It's a Bitcoin conference, bruh. Alright guys, that is it for Bitcoin 2023. It was a lot of fun, and I'm very happy to see all the people that can help with projects I'm going to do in the future with small miners for beginners. So there's a lot of people here that I met for that, which is awesome. This event is a lot more chill, a lot more approachable. So if next year is going to be the same, actually we recommend you to go because it's not so overwhelming. You can actually sit down with the CEOs and the owners of those companies and talk to them. Last year was like 4 times bigger. You can barely even fit like so many people. So this time it's a lot chill, a lot more fun and very interactive. They have a lot of stuff to do. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe below and let me know what you think. It's $1,000 to get to this event, which is not cheap. But if you're some sort of an entrepreneur, you want to learn about Bitcoin, you bought a lot of Bitcoin in the past and you just have a bunch of it, so you don't care spending $1,000 for a ticket, it's worth it. So yeah, see you guys on the next video. Peace. This is the Marxon solar panel. Let's set it up. Boom, all done. Now I have up to 200 watts of solar, just like that.